Giving advice, it can be a little tricky, right? And stating a rule, that can be even tougher. Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how to use English to do both of those things, clearly, effectively, and without any confusion. Let's dive in.
You know that feeling? You want to give some helpful advice to a friend, but you're worried you might sound a little bossy? Or maybe you need to state a rule, but you don't want to cause any mix-ups? It really all just comes down to picking the perfect words.
All right, so first up, let's talk about the art of suggestion. Think of this as your go-to toolkit for offering that friendly, low-pressure advice, the kind you'd give to a friend when you're just trying to help out. Now, at first glance, these three, should, ought to, and had better, they look pretty much the same. And they all basically mean, hey, this is a good idea. But there are some subtle differences in tone. Should is the most common one you'll hear. It's pretty neutral. Ought to is just a little bit more formal. And had better? Ooh, that one comes with a little hint of a warning, like there might be a negative consequence if you ignore the advice.
Okay, so what if you want to suggest what someone shouldn't do? It's super simple. You just add the word not. So giving advice on what to do easily flips to advice on what not to do. But, and you knew there was a but coming, right? There's a little catch with one of these.
Okay, lean in for this one. This is one of those tiny little details that a lot of people get wrong, but trust me, when you get this right, your English is going to sound so much more polished and natural. Ready for it?
Here it is, the key. With ought to, that little word not splits it right down the middle. It's not ought to not, it's ought not to. It's a tiny word swap, I know, but it really makes all the difference. Let's just say it to lock it in. Ought not to. Got it?
All right, we're leveling up now. We are moving from those gentle suggestions to something much, much stronger. Obligations. This is for when something is not a choice. We're talking about rules, duties, the things you absolutely, positively have to do.
So the two heavy hitters for talking about obligations are have to and must. Now, here's the good news. When you're making a positive statement or asking a question, these two mean the exact same thing. No difference in meaning at all.
So, let's say your boss says you have to wear a uniform, or they say you must wear a uniform. What's the difference? Absolutely nothing. Zip. The result is exactly the same. You're going to be wearing that uniform tomorrow.
Okay, everybody, listen up. We have arrived at the most important, the most critical distinction in this entire explainer. Seriously, if you only take one thing away today, please make it this. This is where a tiny change in words creates a huge change in meaning.
Just take a look at these two sentences. You don't have to call her, and you must not call her. At first, you might think they're kind of similar. They're both negative, but they mean completely different things. And I'm not talking a subtle difference. This is a massive one.
So here is the crucial difference. When you say you don't have to call her, you're giving that person a choice. There's no obligation. It's up to them. But when you say you must not call her, that is a command. It is a prohibition. There is absolutely no choice in the matter. So one is about freedom, and the other is a strict rule.
Okay, talk is cheap, right? Theory is one thing, but let's put this into practice. It's time for a quick check to see if you've really got this down.
First one, put these words in the correct order to make a logical sentence. Go ahead and pause if you need to think it through. How would you state this obligation?
And there we go. The answer is she must get to the airport on time tomorrow. It's a clear, direct statement of an obligation. Simple and effective. Well done if you got that one right. All right, last one. This is all about that critical distinction we just went over. Pay close attention to the context. It's very important. With that little clue in mind, which phrase is the right one here?
The correct answer is must not. Why? Well, because the situation is critical. It's very important. This isn't about having a choice. It's a flat-out prohibition against being late. We must not be late.
So there you have it, from a gentle, friendly nudge to an absolute, unbendable rule. The power is all in how you use these small but mighty words. So the next time you need to communicate a choice or a command, which tool are you going to reach for to make sure your message is heard exactly the way you mean it?